hunting stand perched in a tree near the Air Force One zone while agents were doing advanced security preparations before the president's arrival. FBI Director Kash Patel said Sunday no individuals were located, and the FBI is flying in resources to collect evidence from the scene and deploy cell phone analytics capabilities. The hunting stand is under a mile from the Trump golf course, where Ryan Ruth was convicted of pointing a rifle from the tree line at the president last year. Before that, Mr. Trump was grazed in the ear during a campaign rally in Butler, Pennsylvania. Southern Boulevard, the route leading to Mar-a-Lago and running by the airport, was closed Saturday and part of Sunday, reopened after the president boarded Air Force One and headed back to Washington.
Hey, welcome into Courageous Media. Thanks so much for joining me. Really appreciate you rolling up on a Tuesday. Chris Topher in the house. Welcome in. Please, if you're here, please smash that like button for me. Hit that thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already. The channel really helps us out with the YouTube algorithm. But we've got a story that you've got to hear. Some of you may have heard inklings of this, but in my opinion, they are going to try again. The left is so unhinged. They are so married to political violence. Hence, the Charlie Kirk assassination, all of the previous attempts on Trump's life, all the attempts on Kavanaugh's life. This whole thing, as you look back over recent history, the left has become completely detached from reality. They have become completely unhinged, and I have no doubt that they will spin somebody else up to the point that another attempt is made on Trump's life. And to that end, there was actually a sniper stand that was constructed at Palm Beach Airport, where Air Force One lands whenever Trump goes to Mar-a-Lago. And it had line of sight to where Air Force One normally parks. Now, for those of you thinking, because you heard the media talk about a hunting stand, this is not a hunting stand. Absolutely nothing of the sort. We're going to get into that. We've got another video that I want to show you on this, but I want to bring this to everybody's attention. This is who the left is now. They are not your father's Democrat Party. They are not the party of JFK. They are not even the party of Jimmy Carter and those people. The left has become entirely socialist, entirely communist. They are in bed with terror groups like Hamas and Muslim Brotherhood and Antifa. This is who they are now, and it's a scary thought. But when we look back over recent history and we see the assassination attempts made on Kavanaugh, the two attempts on Trump, the actual assassination of Charlie Kirk, the assassination of state politicians in Minnesota, ostensibly, two reasons we found out for that. One, they had recently voted against pregnancy termination rights, and the actual killer said that he was doing it on the behest of the governor of Minnesota, the Democrat governor of Minnesota. So this whole thing has become extremely violent and extremely weird. But check this out, because you've got the media talking about this as a hunting stand, which is utterly egregious and disingenuous and dishonest. So here's their idea of where a hunting stand would normally be. So here you've got Palm Beach International Airport surrounded by city, houses, city, houses, city and houses, city and houses. Here's your deer stand, your quote unquote hunting stand right here, where there are nothing to hunt. There is nothing to hunt here other than people. So let's dive into this other video. I want you to see this. Welcome in, Mark DeSantis. Appreciate you rolling up on this Tuesday. Thanks for being here. So let's check out this other video where they talk a little more in depth about where this quote unquote hunting stand was, this actual sniper stand. Check this out.
It is a big deal Did they just try to assassinate President Trump for a third time? The timing is a little more than suspicious. So just days before the No Kings protests kicked off, the Secret Service reportedly found an elevated hunting stand in a Florida tree-lined position with a direct line of sight to where President Trump would exit Air Force One in Palm Beach County. So a perfect place to fire a rifle round. And this wasn't just some random discovery, by the way. Agents uncovered it during an advanced security preparation sweep from the Secret Service ahead of his arrival in Palm Beach on Thursday. So here is this platform. Take a look at, here's the tree, here's the sniper platform up in this tree. And you might say, okay, whatever, big deal. This could just be a coincidence. After all, it's archery, crossbow season, muzzle loading gun season right now in Palm County. And Palm County sits in Zone C. If you're a hunter, you know what this is. And you can see here the open dates for these particular seasons: crossbow season, archery season. By the way, it's far enough away that there's no way you're hitting President Trump with a bow and arrow. Okay, it's hunting season in this particular part of the country right now, going after white-tailed deer. But here's the twist. Hunting is not allowed in this area. It's illegal, in fact. Federal, state, local regulations prohibit the discharge of firearms in this spot at all in residential areas, and specifically hunting next to airports for safety reasons.
Seems just reasonable.
Yeah, I mean,
there is no hunting allowed because it's in the middle of a blooming city. Think about, I'm going to go hunting in downtown Miami. Yeah, what are you hunting? It's absolutely ridiculous. But the media wants to troll you and call it a hunting stand. No, it was absolutely what it was a sniper perch with line of sight to the President of the United States as he gets off Air Force One. Now realize that whenever President Trump does speaking engagements now, especially if they're outside, they have ballistic glass. They have drone coverage. They have all sorts of things in order to protect him. But one of the places that he is still vulnerable is boarding and deboarding Air Force One, because he does it on the air stairs. He does it out in the open. At this point, I'd almost think that they should start investing in covered air stairs for Palm Beach Airport and for other places, so that when President Trump exits, if there's not going to be any real media present, then he can exit under covered air stairs, especially if they don't have the entire area swept. But fortunately, the Secret Service uncovered this before his visit.
Don't shoot bullets near airplanes. That makes a lot of sense. Also, just look at the Palm Beach airport. Does this look like a good hunting area to you? Like, hey, I'm going to go out hunting, honey. Yeah, you going up in the mountains? No, I'm going next to the highway, next to the Palm Beach International Airport. Okay, here's a closer look at the location where this sniper tree stand was located. Look at this. So here's the tree stand on the left. Line of sight in this little copse of trees facing the international airport where Trump would land. By the way, we'll get into all this in a second because it's just unbelievable as I'm going through all the data on this. Like, just take a look at this map. This is, here's an Apple map so you can just see what this looks like. I mean, you're not going hunting next to the
You're not going hunting for anything except a president. That's it. That's why this is not a hunting stand. It is a sniper perch. Let's call it what it is. The media is not willing to call it what it is because the media is so full of TDS and hatred for MAGA that they will not report truth at any level. It's utterly egregious.
Highway in a little copse of trees. Because a lot of people online are like, that tree stand was there, it's used for hunting, it's no big deal. No, it's not. It is a big deal. It's illegal. It doesn't look like a good hunting spot to me at all. Right next to the highway with almost no trees around whatsoever. But even if you thought this was a good spot, it's illegal to fire a gun from this location, and it's not allowed.
Now, Kash Patel actually took some questions and talked about the fact that they have not found anybody yet. They have not linked this sniper perch yet to an individual, but they are backtracking. They are looking at everything. They're trying to find out who put this together. That person, frankly, certainly needs to be arrested and questioned, and potentially, prosecuted after that. This is getting ridiculous. This is getting absolutely ridiculous. You've got leftists taking shots at ICE agents. Now, in Dallas, they took shots at ICE agents with a rifle, killed illegal immigrants who were, detainees. You've got the assassination of Charlie Kirk. You had 2 attempts on the president's life. You had the attempt on Kavanaugh's life. You had the 2 Minnesota politicians killed. You had the 2 Jewish staffers in Washington, D.C. killed. Obviously, you've got Luigi Maggioni and the killing of the United Healthcare CEO. This is getting nuts. This is who the left is. I say keep your head on a swivel. But the Trump administration is doing what they can, but this absolutely needs to get cracked down on. And in the meantime, the Democrat Party needs to get shamed and run out of town on a rail for this. 40, 50 years ago, this would have been front page news everywhere because the media was still even slightly, somewhat a watchdog. Not anymore. They are nothing more than the propaganda arm of the DNC and the globalist cabal of corruptocrats. That's all the mainstream establishment media is. Thankfully, their viewership is so low. Essentially, we are the media now. Independent media is the media with a variance of voices, with a multitude of points of view and angles. And so please, to that end, smash that like button for me. Subscribe if you like this content. Please share Courageous Media. I've got another story for you, and that is the flop of the No Kings protest. This is absolutely great. The No Kings protest, if you missed it, was on Saturday, and it didn't go off very well. Even the media was trolling these fools for being nothing more than a bunch of geriatric boomers. But let's dive in to the No Kings flop, shall we? As I pull this up, please, again, smash that like button, subscribe, turn on the notifications. Here we go.
Over the weekend, the No Kings protests.
I think it's a joke. I looked at the people. They're not representative of this country. And I looked at all the brand new signs paid for, I guess it was paid for by Soros and other radical left lunatics. It looks like it was. We're checking it out. The demonstrations were very small, very ineffective, and the people were whacked out. When you look at those people, those are not representative of the people of our country.
Mr. President, besides San Francisco...
And by the way, I'm not a king. I'm not a king. I work my ass off to make our country great. That's all it is. I'm not a king at all.
He's not a king at all. If he was a king, every single illegal would already be deported. We'd have probably already, disrobed a whole bunch of quote unquote federal judges who have clearly violated their oath of office, clearly overstepped their constitutional bounds, already been smacked down multiple times by the Supreme Court. A whole bunch of things would be different if he was actually a king, which he is not. And don't forget that he got elected by a majority of the American people in a landslide, every single swing state, the popular vote, the Senate, the House, all of the above. He was elected by the whole of the electorate, as the Constitution says. Now, I love what he said. I've worked my ass off for this country, 100%. And he did say that the No Kings protest people were not representative of the people of this country. They are not. But what they are representative of is the Democrat Party in this country. The Democrat Party that has skewed ultra left, ultra weird, ultra violent, ultra TDS. That's who the Democrats are now. Now, I want to play this clip because this is just absolutely hilarious. We got some hilarious ones and then we got some infuriating ones. But a man on the street reporter interviews this person here for the No Kings protest. And her answers are just absolutely classic because it's how egregiously dumb some of these people are. But also notice that all these people back here, they're all white geriatric boomers. It's just nuts. All right, here we go.
So what brings you out today?
No King's Day.
And why specifically are you out supporting No King's Day?
I think protest is important.
Why are you protesting?
How much time do you have?
A couple minutes. And what's the main reason you're out here protesting President Trump?
I agree with a lot of the decisions that are being made.
Is there any decision in particular you disagree with?
Okay, so I would start with, I don't even think it's appropriate for me to have this interview.
It's not appropriate for me to have this interview because I really don't know why I'm here other than I'm a complete and utter moron. And I don't like Trump. I'm full of Trump TDS. I can't think of a single policy that he's done that I don't like off the top of my head because, I don't know. Maybe I don't have a memory. I'm not sure. This is just absolutely crazy. Now, this is the funny side, but here is the infuriating side. Check this out. Another man on the street person during the No Kings protest encounters this model Democrat constituent. Check this out because this is the other side of who they are. Not only dumb and not very bright, but also extremely full of hate and violence.
With a shirt that says "For Charlie."
Because I advocate for free speech, and I absolutely love
free speech. Wear a shirt that says "Free Speech." Wear a shirt that says "Promote free debate." Free press.
Well, you get triggered because it has Charlie on there, right?
Because he was a racist. Because he was a misogynist, and that means that you are too. Because you support him. Get out! Get out of here!
He hated people. Yeah, just
he hated anyone that.
He was a misogynist. He was a racist. And you are too. He hated people. Get out. Shut up. This is who the left is. Utterly unhinged, radical, violent lunatics. That's who the left is nowadays. It's very sad that that's who they are, but that's who they've become. Why? Because they have gone full socialist. They have embraced what other leftists have always embraced throughout history. And that is the fact that in order to really get and maintain power, they have to have an authoritarian society. Now, I'm going to play one more clip because this is just hilarious. We've got an African-American, a real African-American, somebody who actually emigrated from Africa, schooling a bunch of white liberal knuckleheads during the No Kings protest. And this is just absolutely great stuff. Check this out. As I do that, please smash that like button, subscribe, turn on the notifications. Really appreciate everybody rolling up. If you're here, let us know you're here in the comments. Hit that like button for me. It helps us out in the YouTube algorithm. All right, here we go.
Illegally, if America gets destroyed, I have a country to go. But what about you? Where are you going to go?
Unfortunately, nowhere, which is why okay.
What you're doing is just sheer waste of time. It calls for your contribution, my contribution to make this country great. But if you want to destroy it, I'm not going to allow that because I have my kids there that came here.
How are they destroying it? How are they?
Okay, one, they don't understand that today being a Saturday, there are people working. They should go and work, contribute to the economy of this country to make sure that this country become better.
Yes.
But they are here wasting time, bullshitting. They get everything for free, Medicaid, Medicare, EBT, and all that bullshit. Come to Africa, cash and carry. If you don't have money, you're not going to eat. You understand? You guys are here and you are just making noise for no reason. I mean, what kind of people is this? And you think all black people are stupid? It's not all of us who are stupid. I mean, America give people the opportunity to fool too much. The stupidity is too much.
He's more than welcome to talk. I just don't want to trigger the.
I get it. We'll come over here.
He's absolutely right. Their stupidity is too much. They need to go get a job, do some work, contribute to the economy. They get everything for free. It's why these liberals have the time to go do all this ridiculous nonsense protesting, is because most of them are living off either the government or mommy and daddy's trust fund. Or in the case of the boomers, they're all retired and, they either have a pension or investments, or they're getting their Social Security, their Medicare, their Medicaid, all this other stuff. He's absolutely right. And we have nowhere to go. If we destroy this country, if we allow the leftist lunatics to destroy our country, we have nowhere to go. Now, in an example of actual kings and actual authoritarians, check out this from a former gubernatorial candidate in Michigan and also a victim of J6, as he talks about what happened to him and the fact that he was a victim of an actual group of king wannabes. This is nuts. Check this out.
Two years ago today, on October 17th, 2023, I was sentenced to 60 days in prison for trespassing outside of the Capitol on J6th. The judge, during my sentencing, said that I misused my platform as a candidate for elected office. If you don't know, my name is Ryan Kelly. I was the leading gubernatorial candidate in the state of Michigan in 2022 when the FBI raided my house on June 9th, 2022, and they arrested me. Misdemeanor charges, nonviolent, never even went inside the Capitol building, was the leading gubernatorial candidate, election interference. I was the best poised to beat Whitmer. But anyway, that's not the point of all of this right now. The judge said that I had a lot of folks that followed me. I had a lot of folks that supported me. And with that comes the responsibility of not peddling lies and falsehoods. And he was talking about the 2020 election because I said it was a fraudulent, stolen election. He was talking about January 6th because I said that the January 6th, that there was FBI agents there that were setting the whole thing up and involved in the crowd. And what did we find out here recently? Oh, I was right, but I was sentenced to 60 days in prison for that. It's one of the biggest things that the judge brought up, that he had a huge problem with the Facebook posts that I had, right? Freedom of speech, poof, gone. Kings do that kind of stuff. They don't let.
That's right. Kings absolutely take away your right to free speech. It's what they did before the American Revolution. It's what they're doing in Britain now, where people are actually getting arrested for Facebook posts, for X posts, it's for Instagram posts. It's absolute nonsense. Here's a victim of an actual wannabe group of kings who want authoritarian power, and under Biden actually tried to exercise that power and tried to stick 1,600 political prisoners under the jail, to rot forever. Thank God President Trump pardoned all of them. Now let's keep going.
Their people talk freely, is that right? And then on top of that, lying and misleading all of my supporters. When we come to now find out there was 274 agents that were in the crowd that day on January 6th. It's obvious that the Democrats are the tyrants, the kings, if you will, right? I mean, look at what they did with Kamala in the primary, right? I don't need to explain it to y'all. And the ones we do need to explain it to, you're not going to get it anyway. But, here we are. The Trump administration is removing illegal immigrants from our country and doing good things for America. It was the Biden administration, the Democrats, that targeted American citizens.
100%. Hey, Michael Coulter and Mary Morvant, welcome in. Thanks so much for joining me. All right, now I'm going to end this section because after all this, we've got Trump trolling these knuckleheads. It was just absolutely great stuff. Check this out. This was Trump's True Social post. A huge thank you to all the No Kings protesters yesterday. I was very concerned the king was trying to take my place. But thanks to your tireless efforts, I am still your president. Oh, Trump and JD Vance and the whole Trump administration are memeing the Democrats, the leftist losers, to death. It is absolutely great. I'm going to end with this because this is what JD Vance posted on Blue Sky, the leftist TDS knucklehead Democrat equivalent, or trying to be equivalent, of X. So this is JD Vance's post on Blue Sky, right in the heart of Lib Central. Check this out. This thing is absolutely fire. I love it. JD Vance absolutely trolls these idiots. I love that he took them when they were kneeling for the whole BLM nonsense in the Capitol Rotunda, and he just paired that with Trump. This is great stuff. Hey, Michael, welcome in from Texas. Thanks so much for being here. Really appreciate you rolling up. This is great stuff. So this is Trump and JD Vance absolutely trolling these morons. I love it. The No Kings was a complete and utter flop. Meanwhile, you've got the Democrats who are still reeling, especially with the latest polls have come out from CNN, no less, have said that in the midst of this government shutdown, Trump's approval rating has gone up. The Democrats are cratering and Trump's approval has gone up. 65% of the people polled basically blame the Democrats. They blame the party making demands and say they want the government reopened with the current spending levels before any negotiations take place. Schumer and his group of merry idiots are getting absolutely dumped on. No pun intended to Trump's post about Harry Sisson. But anyway, it's a video for a different day. But like I said, this is absolutely backfiring on the Democrats. I love to see it. It's amazing stuff. Thanks so much for joining me. Really appreciate everybody rolling up today. Please, if you haven't already, smash that like button, subscribe, turn on the notifications. Most importantly, share a courageous media. Just want to let you know, keep an eye out. We're going to be doing an interview with a friend of mine who was actually at J6. He was there. He was accosted by the government. He was surveilled. And I want you to hear his story firsthand of what he saw with his own eyes on that day. Somebody who actually met Ray Epps and all the other things that happened that day. So keep an eye out. We're going to be doing a long form interview with him. It's going to be fantastic. So keep your eyes out for that. And please, if you haven't already, share Courageous Media. If you really like the content, consider supporting the channel. Join us as a member of the Courageous Army on YouTube. Thanks so much for being here on a great Tuesday. Remember, God is good and He is sovereign. It'll all be good in the end. Till I catch you next time.